Hang on.
After ring your bell.
Mrs. Winkler.
She's kind of respecting you.
She must be a babe.
Hey, Destiny. Oh.
We're finished now.
No, you carry on. That's just. And would you like to close the door and we'll start this little puppy? Ready to go, big guy?
Ready.
Okay. Well, I'd like to welcome you all to this wonderfully dreary literary afternoon. It's hard to know where to start with this. I think I'll do it this way. First of all, I'd like to thank people in the library for arranging this. At first, I thought we were going to have to do stitching and sewing and other things, but it appears like we have the room to ourselves. I'd like to thank my audiovisual man and nuclear physicist, Murray Welty, once again for his superlative efforts. And I'd like to thank you for coming. There was an error in how this was billed. It was billed as my latest novel. There's a couple of problems with that. First of all, it's not a novel. It's 4 non-narrative or narrative non-fiction books. And it's not my latest because I wrote them between 2009 and 2014, which is about the length of time that I took to hitchhike around the world. So that worked out pretty well. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read you excerpts today from each one of those 4 books, assuming that nobody falls asleep and decides to bail early. Okay, so if you were to walk out the door here today in 2016 and decide that you were going to go around the world for 5 years, you would need a few things. You would need a means of locomotion. Falcon Wing Tesla would be fine. You would need something to record time, something to record what you see, probably a digital camera of some kind, something to record your cognitive appreciation of what you're seeing so that you can Facebook and Twitter them around the world back to your friends. You would need the connectivity to do that, and you would need a GPS system to know where you were and where you were going. And in 2016, that's called a smartphone. But in 1980, the locomotion was a little different. The time record was kept by a watch and a calendar. The visual record was kept by 3 Olympus XA cameras that were successively destroyed in various problematic areas of the world. The cognitive record was my diary, and the connectivity was the postcard. Anybody venture a guess as to what the navigation might have been, the GPS?
The sun.
10 points. So this indeed is the original map that accompanied me for 5 years around the world in my backpack. And if you look, and this cursor tends to go away at times, but I sort of started here and hitchhiked down through the Baja, through Central America, down through South America, across to South Africa, up through to the Holy Land. Spent 1.5 years doing Europe, 9 months doing India, subcontinent, and the rest of the time doing the Far East, Australia, and New Zealand, which isn't on here, and it wasn't. I just couldn't get it in the view, and then I came back. So that's the map that accompanied me, and you can see from all the Scotch tape that there wasn't much holding it together when I got it back home. So I missed a lot of things when I was hitchhiking around the world. I remember coming back and having a rheumatologist ask me how I could possibly get through life without at least 2 microwave ovens. And then I asked her what a microwave oven was. In 1979, I probably took care of one of the index cases of AIDS in the intensive care unit, and they didn't discover the virus until '83. And there was all this other stuff that was going on. But I also missed, more importantly, my family and any possibility for sort of exotic career advancement in the process. What I got was, I got a lot of things stolen, and I got a lot of dysentery, and I got 2 monkey bites, and some cellulitis that resulted in one of them. But of course, that wasn't all I got. I got 12 pairs of dead boots, I got the 4 books, and I got destiny. One of the things I got 25 years after the trip, when my parents passed away. I got the 80 postcards that I mailed them from different places in the world in a bunch. And going through those 25 years later was tremendously illuminating, because only then did I realize what an absolute jerk I had been to my parents. I also got a few drawings, and I have several ectochrome slides of myself and other people. So I thought, well, what could I do to sort of give you a feel for what it was like to be hitchhiking around the world in the early 1980s? And I thought, you know, if I took 80 postcards and several ectochrome slides and a few drawings and nailed them together in a 10-minute sound and light show, maybe that would be good. Would you like to see that? Yeah. Hang on to your seats. Anorexic days.